Yom Kippur, what a special day it is. What a special day it is, Yom Kippur. So much so that I heard about this rabbi who was at the lobby of the synagogue after services. And he recognized a congregant that he hasn't seen in a long time, and he wants to shake his hand. He said, Shana Tova, Gmar Chatima Tova. Gets closer to the congregant and said, you know what? I think you should join the army of the Lord. The congregant said, what are you talking about? I already joined the army of the Lord. Sure, how come I only see you for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur? The guy said, because I am in the secret service. I want to talk to you today about don't hold that thought, say it. If you remember what I said last night, you say, what is the rabbi talking about? Last night he told us, don't say it. And now he's telling us to say it. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Don't hold that thought, say it. You see, this is the thing. I talked to you about the negative thoughts. But that's only half of the coin. The other side is what we call positive thoughts. And the rabbis say that when you have a positive thought about something, don't keep it to yourself. In fact, we have to say it. Many times, that's what we call a blessing. That's what we say, that's the way we bless other people. When we have these positive thoughts and we share that using our voice with other people. You know what? About that, the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 24, says something beautiful. It says, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul, and a cure to the body. So we have so many different situations during our lives where we have the opportunity to share with others our positive thoughts. Maybe it's something that we witness. You witness somebody doing something great, and you thought about it. You have that thought. What a wonderful thing. Don't keep it to yourself. Go and pay the compliment. You know what? You did great. You're at home. You live with your spouse. Go and tell him or her, I love you. I'm so blessed that you're part of my life. Maybe you thought that many times, but when was the last time that you actually said it? Don't keep that thought. Go and say it. I love you. I'm so blessed with your presence. Maybe you have a friend and you've been thinking about this friend. So let them know, I've been thinking about you. How are you doing? When you have a positive thought, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others. Because you know what? When you share kind words, that could be healing to the soul. That could be restoring emotional well-being. And why not? Sometimes it could bring healing to the body, or it could repair a broken relationship. So never miss the opportunity to bless others with the words. You know what? We are all descendants of Abraham. In fact, one of the synonyms of Jewish people is B'nai Abraham. We are all B'nai Abraham. We are descendants of Abraham. What's so important? What's so special about Abraham? Well, Abraham was the one who discovered the faith. Abraham was the one who rediscovered God. And God said something very interesting to Abraham. God said, Abraham, I'm going to bless you. And you are going to be a blessing to others. Many times we say, you know what, Rabbi? I'm tired of doing things for other people. What about me? Well, that's why God said to Abraham, I'm going to bless you and you're going to bless others. You have to imagine it this way. God is creating a pipe all the way from heaven to earth, all the way from heaven to ourselves. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a pipe, right? It's usually used to transport, for example, water from one place to another, right? Would you say that the main use for the pipe is not to get wet, right? Is to bring the water. But in the process, the pipe gets wet. So this is what happened. When God sends these blessings to other people through us, we have to recognize that we also keep part of that blessings. So we have to realize that when we do things for others, we're also doing things for ourselves. So when we don't keep that thought and we say those kind words to other people and we witness the results of those words, part of the blessing stay with us. And I realized that there are a lot of people out there that they seems to be depressed. They seems to be not blossoming. They seem that they are not reaching their full potential. And that is maybe because they've been hearing only negative words. Nobody takes the time to share with them positive words. Many people thought about it, but nobody there to say those things out loud. Let me tell you a story. This is a true story that happened to us during the summer. We have a gardener. He comes once in a while, take care of the lawn. And one day, my wife, she was looking at the lawn. She was looking, and it was all brown. And she said, next time the gardener comes, please let him know that we need new grass. It's all dead. And eventually, I went to talk to the gardener. I said, I think we need new grass. It's dead. And he said to me, he looks at the grass, look at me, and said, no, it's not dead, just needs water. When was the last time you watered the grass? I said, well, we didn't have too much rain. No, you have to go and water it. Well, we took care of the lawn. We watered the grass. We got more rain. Who knew? It was green again. Well, I believe that this is exactly the same. The reason why we see so many people depressed, not blossoming, or not reaching the full potential is because nobody takes the time to nourish them, to water them, so to speak, by sharing kind words. So, I know I talk a lot about negative words. Those, zip it up, never say it out loud. But if you ever have a positive thought, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with somebody else. The same way that God had this beautiful thought of creating the world. So God said, let it be light. And light was created. I also talk about the most negative person in the Bible, Moses. When God appointed him as a leader, all he had to say were negative things. Eventually, Moses learned the lesson. Because when was the time to appoint Joshua to come after him, Moses saw all the potential on Joshua. He thought about it, but he didn't stay there. He actually said to Joshua, Chazak ve'ematz, be strong and courageous. He shared the encouragement with somebody else. If Moses changed, we can change. We can stop saying negative things to others and switch to start blessing everyone that will cross path with you in the year 5783. Shana Tova, Umar Chatima Tova.